Okay. It's working. Let's see how long it lasts. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharneni Visesha Sunivadi Paschatari Satari Om Agana Timirandasya Ganangana Shalakaya Chaksura Militanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. Adi Lila, chapter 13. This is after the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, right after. In this atmosphere, all the 10 directions became jubilant, as did the waves of the rivers. Moreover, all beings, moving and non-moving, were overwhelmed with transcendental bliss. Nadia Udayagiri Purnachandra Gaurahari Kripa Kari Haila Udaya Papa Tama Haila Nasha Tri Jaga Tera Las Jaga Bari Hari Dvandvi Haya. Thus, by his causeless mercy, the full moon, Gaurahari, rose in the direction of Udayagiri, where the sun first becomes visible. His rising in the sky dissipated the darkness of sinful life, and thus the 3 worlds became joyful and chanted the holy name of the Lord. Sei Kale Nijalaya Utiya Advaita Rai Nitya Kari Anandita Mane Haridasa Laya Sangha Omkara Kirtana Range Kena Nache Kena Nahi Jane. At that time, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, in his own house in Shantipur, was dancing in a pleasing mood, taking Haridas Thakur with him. He danced and loudly chanted the Hare Krishna, but why were they chanting, no one could understand. It is understood that Advaita Prabhu at that time was in his own paternal home in Shantipur. Haridas Thakur frequently used to meet him. Coincidentally, therefore, he was also there, and upon the birth of Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, both of them immediately began to dance. But no one in Shantipur could understand why these 2 saintly people were dancing. Deki Upa Raga Hasid Shigra Ganga Gate Asid Anande Karila Ganga Snana Pana Uparaga Chale Apanara Manobale Brahmanere Dila Nana Dana. Seeing the lunar eclipse and laughing, Advaitacharya and Haridas Thakur immediately went to the bank of the Ganges and bathed in the water in great jubilation. Taking advantage of the occasion of the lunar eclipse, Advaitacharya, by his mental strength, distributed various types of charity to the Brahmanas. Purport. It is the custom of Hindus to give in charity to the poor as much as possible during the time of a lunar or solar eclipse. And Advaitacharya, therefore, taking advantage of this eclipse, distributed many varieties of charity to the Brahmanas. In Srimad Bhagavatam 10.3.11, there is a statement that when Krishna took his birth, Vasudeva immediately took advantage of this moment and distributed 10,000 cows to the Brahmanas. It is customary among Hindus that at the time a child is born, especially a male child, the parents distribute great charity and jubilation. Advaita Acharya was actually interested in distributing charity because of Lord Chaitanya's birth at the time of the lunar eclipse. People could not understand, however, why Advaita Acharya was giving such a great variety of things in charity. He did so not because of the lunar eclipse, but because of the Lord's taking birth at that moment. He distributed charity exactly as Vasudeva did at the time of Krishna's appearance. Jagat Anandamaya Deki Mane Sa Vismaya Tare Tore Kahe Haridas Tomara Aichana Ranga Mora Mana Parasana Deki Kichu Karye Ache Bas. When he saw that the whole world was jubilant, Haridas Thakur, his mind astonished, directly and indirectly expressed himself to Advaita. Your dancing and distributing charity are very pleasing to me. I can understand that there's some special purpose in these actions. Acharya Ratna Shivas Haila Mane Sukolasa Ye Snana Kaila Ganga Jale Anande Vivala Mana Kare Hare Sankirtana Nana Dana Kaila Manobale. Acharya Ratna, Chandrasekhar, and Srivas Thakur were overwhelmed with joy, and immediately they went to the bank of the Ganges to bathe in their waters. Their minds full of happiness, they chanted Hare Krishna mantra and gave charity by mental strength. Go on. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. The minds full of happiness, they chanted Hare Krishna mantra and gave charity by mental strength. Imatta Bhakta Tati Yanra Yadeshe Stiti Tahan Pana Manubale Nache Kare Sankirtana Anande Vivala Nama Mana. Dana Kare Grahanera Chale. In this way, all the devotees, wherever they were, situated in every city and every country, danced, performed Sankirtan, and gave charity by mental strength. On the plea of the lunar eclipse, their minds overwhelmed with joy. Brahmana Sajjananari Nana Drave Talibari Aila Sabe Yotuka La Iya Hena Kanchi Sona Duty Deki Bala Karamurti Ashirvada Kore Sukapana. All sorts of respectable brahmanas, gentlemen and ladies carrying plates filled with various gifts came with their presentations. Seeing the newborn child, whose form resembled natural glaring gold, all of them were happily offered their blessings. Savitri, Gauri, Saraswati, Sachi, Ramba, Arundhati, Arayata, Deva, Narayana, Nanadrave, Patra, Bari, Brahmanira, Veshadari. Excuse me, this hasn't happened for a long time. All the respectable Brahmin gentlemen and ladies carrying plates seeing the newborn child. Blessing themselves, dressing themselves in the wives of Brahmins, all the celestial ladies, including the wives of Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Nrsingadev, King Indra and Vasishtha Rishi, along with Ramba, a dancing girl of heaven, came there with varieties of gifts. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a newborn baby, he was visited by the neighboring ladies, most of whom were the wives of respectable Brahmanas. In the dress of Brahmana wives, celestial ladies, like the wives of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, came to see the newborn child. Ordinarily, people saw them as respectable Brahmin ladies in the neighborhood, but actually they were all celestial ladies dressed in that way. Antariksha Devagana Gandharva Siddhacharana Stuti Nitya Kari Vajragita Nartaka Vadaka Bata Navadvipe Yaranatan Sabe Asi Nache Pana Prita. In outer space, all the demigods, including the inhabitants of Gandharva Loka, Siddha Loka, and Charna Loka, offered their prayers and danced to the accompaniment of music, songs, and beating of drums. Similarly, in Navadvip city, all the professional dancers, musicians, and blessers gathered together, dancing in great jubilation. Purport: all these professional singers, dancers, and reciters of prayers in the heavenly planets. So in India, still there are professional dancers, blessers, and singers, all of whom assemble together during household or ceremonies, especially marriages and birth. These professional men earn their livelihood by taking charity on such occasions from the homes of the Hindus. Eunuchs also take advantage of such ceremonies to receive charity. That is their means of livelihood. Such men never become servants or engage themselves in agriculture or business occupations. They simply take charity from neighborhood friends to maintain themselves peacefully. The Bhattas are a class of Brahmanas who go to such ceremonies to offer blessings by composing poems with reference to the Vedic scriptures. Keba Asi Keba Yaya, Keba Nache Keba Gaya, Sambalite Nari Kara Bola, Kandi Leka Duka Shoka, Pramoda Purita Loka, Mishra Haila Ananda Vivala. No one could understand who was coming and who was going, who was dancing and who was singing. Nor could they understand another's language. Yet something burning?
No.
Yet all unhappiness and lamentation were immediately dissipated, and people became all jubilant. Thus Jagannath Mishra was also overwhelmed with joy. Acharya Ratna Shivas Jagannatha Mishra Pasha Asi Tanre Kore Sabadana Koraila Jata Karma Yayachila Vidi Dharma Tabe Mishra Kore Nana Dana. Considering Chandrasekhar Kari and Srivas both came to Jagannath Mishra and drew his attention in various ways. They performed the ritualistic ceremonies prescribed at the time of birth according to religious principles. Jagannath Mishra also gave varieties of charity. Yautuka Paila Yata Gari Va Achila Kata Saba Dana Vipra Dila Dana Yata Nartak Gayanta Bata Bhuta Akinchana Jana Dana Diya Kaila Sabara Mana. Whatever riches Jagannath Mishra collected in the form of gifts and presentations, and whatever he had in his house, he distributed among the brahmanas, professional singers, dancers, bhattas, and the poor. He honored them by giving them riches and charity. Shiva Sera Brahmani Nama Tanra Malini Acharya Ratnera Patni Sange Sindura Haridasa Tultaila Kai Kala Nari Kela Diya Puje Nari Guna Range. The wife of Srivas Thakur, whose name was Malini, accompanied by the wife of Chandrasekhar, Acharya Ratna, and other ladies, came there in great happiness to worship the baby with paraphernalia such as vermilion, turmeric, fused rice, oil, bananas, and coconuts. Purport. Vermilion, kai, fused rice, bananas, coconuts, and turmeric mixed with oil are all auspicious gifts for such a ceremony. As there is puffed rice, so there is another preparation of rice called kai, or fused rice, which along with the bananas is taken as a very auspicious presentation. Also turmeric mixed with oil and vermilion makes an auspicious ointment that is smeared over the body of a newborn baby or a person who is going to marry. These are all auspicious activities and family affairs. We see that 500 years ago, at the birth of Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, all these ceremonies were performed rigidly. But at present, such religious performers hardly ever take place. Generally, a pregnant mother is sent to the hospital, and as soon as her child is born, he is washed with an antiseptic. And this concludes everything. Advaita Charya Bharya Jagat Pujita Arya Nama Tanra Sita Thakurani Acharyara Agna Pana Gela Upahara Laya Deki Te Balika Shiromani. One day, shortly after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, Advaitacharya's wife, Sita Devi, who was worshipful by the whole world, took her husband's permission and went to see the topmost child with all kinds of gifts and presentations. Purport: it appears that Advaitacharya had two different houses, one in Shantipur and one in Navadvip. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, Advaita was residing not at Navadvip, but in his Shantipur house. Therefore, as formerly explained from Advaita's old paternal house in Shantipur, Sita came to Navadvip to present gifts to the newborn child, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Suvarnara Kari Baila Baula Raja Tamudra Pasuli Suvanera Angada Kunka Kankana Du Bahute Divya Shanka Rajatera Mala Banka Suvarna Mudrara Nana Haragana. She brought different kinds of golden ornaments, including armlets, bracelets, anklets, and bangles for the hands. Vyagra Naka Hema Nijadi Kati Pata Sutra Dori Hasta Padera Yata Adharmana Chitra Varna Pata Sadi Bhumi Poto Pata Padi Swarna Ropya Mudra Bahu Dhamma. There were also tiger nails set in gold, waist decorations of silk and lace, ornaments for the hands and legs, nicely printed silken saris, and a child's garment also made of silk, many other riches, including gold and silver coins, were also presented to the child. Purport. From the gifts presented by Sita Thakurani, Advaitacharya's wife, it appears that Advaita was at that time a very rich man. Although Brahmins are not the rich men in society, Advaita, being the leader of the Brahmins in Shantipur, was considered considerably well-to-do. Therefore, he presented many ornaments to the baby, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Kamalakanta Vishwas is asking for 300 rupees from the king of Jagannath Puri, Maharaj Prataparudra, on the plea that Advaita was in debt for that amount, indicates that such a rich man who could present many valuable ornaments, saris, is thought it difficult to repay 300 rupees. Therefore, the value of a rupee at that time was many thousands of times what it is now. At present, no one feels difficulty over a debt of 300 rupees, nor can an ordinary man accumulate such valuable ornaments to present to a friend's son. Probably the value of 300 rupees. A little water. A little water. 5:30. At present, no one. Probably the value of 300 rupees at that time was equal to the present value of 30,000 rupees. Durva Danya Gora Chana Haridra Kumkuma Chandan Mangala Dravya Patra Bariya Vastra Gupta Dola Chari Sange Lana, no, I can't drink, Dasi Chedi Vastra Lankara Petari Bariya. Riding a palanquin covered with cloth and accompanied by maidservants, Sita Thakurani came to the house of Jagannath Mishra, bringing with her many auspicious articles such as fresh grass, paddy, gorochana, turmeric, kumkum, and sandalwood. All these presentations filled a large basket. Purport. The word Vastra Gupta Dola are very significant in this verse. Even 50 or 60 years ago in Calcutta, all respected ladies would go to the neighboring place riding on a palanquin carried by 4 men. The palanquin was covered with a soft cloth, cotton, and in that way there was no chance of seeing a respectable lady traveling in public. Ladies, especially those coming from respectable families, could not be seen by ordinary men. This system is still current in remote places. The Sanskrit word asurya pasya indicate that a respectable lady could not be seen even by the sun. Asurya. In the Oriental culture, this system was very prevalent and was strictly observed by respected ladies, both Hindu and Muslim. We have actual experience in our childhood that our mother would not walk even the next door to observe an invitation. Rather, she would go in either a carriage or a palanquin carried by 4 men. This custom was also strictly followed 500 years ago, and the wife of Advaitacharya, being a very respectable lady, observed this custom rules current in that social environment. Bhaksha, Bhoja, Upahara, Sange Laila Bahubara, Sachi Grihe Haila Upanita, Dekiya Balaka Tama, Sakshat Goloka Kana, Varna Matra Deki Viparita. When Sita Thakurani came to the house of Sachi Devi, bringing with her many kinds of eatables, dresses, and other gifts, she was astonished to see the newborn child, for she appreciated it. Except for a different color, the child was directly Krishna himself. Purport. A petari is a kind of big basket that is carried in pairs at the ends of a rod balanced over the shoulders. The man who carries such a load is called a bari. This system of carrying baggage and packages is still current in India and other Oriental countries. We have seen that the same system is still current even in Jakarta, Indonesia. Sarva Anga Sunirmana Suvarna Pratina Bara. Sarva Anga Sulakshana Maya Balakara Divya Joiti Deki Paila Bahu Priti Vatsalyete Dravila Hridai. When Sita Thakurani came to the house, Sarva Anga. Seeing the transcendental bodily effulgence of the child, each of his nicely constructed limbs full of auspicious signs and resembling a form of gold, Sita was very pleased, and because of her maternal affection, she felt as if her heart were melting. Durva Danya Dila Shirse Kaila Bahu Ashishe Chira Jivi Hao Dui Bai Dakini Shankini Haita Shanka Upajila Chitte Dare Nama Tuila Nimai. She blessed the newborn child by placing fresh grass and paddy on his head and saying, "May you be blessed with a long duration of life." But being afraid of ghosts and witches, she gave the child the name Nimai. Purport. Dakini and Sankini are two companions of Lord Shiva and his wife, who are supposed to be extremely inauspicious. Having been born of ghostly life, it is believed that such inauspicious living creatures cannot go near a neem tree. At least medically it is accepted that neem wood is extremely antiseptic. Formerly it was customary to have a neem tree in front of one's house. On the very large roads in India, especially in Uttar Pradesh, there are hundreds and thousands of neem trees. Neem wood is so antiseptic that the Ayurvedic science uses it to cure leprosy. Medical scientists have extracted the active principle of the neem tree, which is called margasic acid. Neem is used for many purposes, especially to brush the teeth. In Indian villages, 90% of the people use neem twigs for this purpose. Not anymore. Toothbrush.
Well, Maharaj, what time you are going to take the milk?
Regular time, 5:30, I told you. Sita Thakurani gave the Lord the name Nimai. Later in his youth he was celebrated as Nimai Pandit, and in the neighboring villages he was called by that name, although his real name was Vishwambara. Putra Mata Snanadine Dila Vastra Vibhushane Putra Saha Mishwara Samani Sachi Mishwar Pujalaya Manate Harisha Bala Hana Gare Aila Sita Thakurani. On the day the mother and son bathed and left the maternity home, Sita Thakurani gave them all kinds of ornaments and garments, and then also honored Jagannath Mishra. Then Sita Thakurani, being honored by Mother Sachi Devi and Jagannath Mishra, were greatly happy within their mind, and thus she returned home. On the 5th day from the birth of the child, as also on the 9th day, the mother bathes either in the Ganges or another sacred place. This is called Nishkramana, in the ceremony of coming out of the maternity home. Nowadays the maternity home is a hospital, but formerly in every respectable home, one room was set aside as a maternity home where children would take birth. And on the 9th day after the birth of a child, the mother would come into the regular rooms in a ceremony called Nishkramana. of the 10 purificatory processes, Nishkramana is one. Formerly, especially in Bengal, the higher caste observed 4 months after the birth of the child as quarantine. At that time of the 4th month, the mother could see the sunrise. Later, on higher caste, namely the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, observed only 21 days as a quarantine, whereas the Shudras had to observe 30 days. For the sections of society known as Kartabhaja and Sitima, the mother of the child was immediately purified after the quarantine by the throwing of Harinuta, small pieces of sweetmeat, in Sankirtan. Sachi Devi and Jagannath Mishra, with the newborn child, were honored by Sita Thakurani. Similarly, while Sita Thakurani was returning home, she was also honored by Sachi Devi and Jagannath Mishra. That is the system of respectable families in Bengal. Aiche Sachi Jagannatha Putra Pana Lakshminatha Purna Haila. What are you doing out there? Purna Haila Sakala Vanchita Dana Danye Bare Gara Loka Manya Kele Vara Dine Dine Hoya Anandita. In this way, Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra, having obtained a son who was their husband of the goddess of fortune, had all their desires fulfilled. Their house was always filled with riches and grains. As they saw the beloved body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu day after day, their pleasure increased. Purport. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, everyone offered respects to him. Even the denizens of heaven used to come in the dress of ordinary men to offer their respect to the Lord. His father and mother, Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi, seeing the honor of their transcendental son, also became pleased within their hearts. Mishra Vaishnava Kanta Akampata Shuddha Danta Dana Boge Nahi Abhimana Puchara Prabhave Yata Dana Asi Mile Tata Vishnu Prite Dvije Dena Dana. Jagannath Mishra was an ideal Vaishnava. He was peaceful, restrained in sense gratification, pure and controlled. Therefore, he had no desire to enjoy material opulence. Whatever money came because of his influence of his transcendental son, he gave in charity to the Brahmanas for the satisfaction of Vishnu. Lagna Gani Harshamati Nilambara Chakravarti Gupte Kichu Kahila Mishvare Mahapurushara Vina Lagna Lagne Ange Bina Bina Deki E Karibe Samsare. After calculating the birth moment of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nilambara Chakravarti privately said to Jagannath Mishra that he saw all the different symptoms of a great personality in both the body and birth moment of the child. Thus he understood that in the future this child would deliver all the 3 worlds. Aiche Prabhu Sachigare Kripaya Kaila Avatare Gahiya Korae Shravana Gora Prabhura Dayamaya Tanre Hyena Vadaya Sepaya Tanhara Charan. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of his causeless mercy, made his advent in the house of Sachi Devi. Lord Chaitanya is very merciful to anyone who hears this narration of his birth. and thus such a person attains the lotus feet of the Lord. Wow. So we're all very fortunate, those who are listening. Puya Manusha Janma Ye Iha Shune Gora Guna Hena Janma Tara Vyarta Haila Punya Amrita Duni Piye Visa Garta Pani Jana Janmiya Se Kene Mahi Maila. Anyone who attains a human body but does not take to the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is baffled in his apparent opportunity. Amrita Duni is the flowing river of the nectar of devotional service. And after getting a human body, one drinks the water in a poison pit of material happiness instead of the water of such a river. It would be better for him to have not lived, but to have died long ago. Purport. In this connection, Srimad Prabodhananda Saraswati has composed the following verse in his Chaitanya Charitamrta 37, 36, and 34. Achaitanyam idam vishvam yadi chaitanyam ishvaram navyadu sarva shastra yapi brahma yanti te jana. This material world is without Krishna consciousness. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna consciousness personified. Therefore, this very learned scholar or scientist does not understand Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Certainly he is wandering uselessly in this world. Prasarita Mahaprema Piyusha Rasa Sagare Chaitanya Chandre Prakate Yodino Dina Eva Sa. A person who does not take advantage of the nectar of devotional service overflowing during the presence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult is certainly the poorest of the poor. Avatirne Gora Chandre Vistirne Prema Sagara Supra Kashita Ratnanoga Yo Dino Eva Sa. The advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is just like an expanding ocean of nectar. One who does not collect the valuable jewels within this ocean is certainly the poorest of the poor. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 2, 3, 19, 20, and 23 states, Swavid Varahosta Karai Samstitu Purusha Pashu Nayat Karna Patopeta Jatu Nama Gadagraja Bile Hatto Rukama Vikramanye Nashinvita Karna Pute Narasya Jivasati Durdur Dikeva Sutta Na Chopa Gayatya Uragaya Gataha Jivan Chavo Bhagavatangri Renum Najatu Marcho Bilabeta Yastu Shri Vishnu Padya Manujas Tulasya Swasan Chavo Yas Tu Naveda Gandam. A person who has no connection with Krishna consciousness may be a very great personality in the so-called human society, but actually is no better than a great animal. Such big animals are generally praised by other animals, like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. A person who does not lend his oral reception to hearing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be considered to have ear holes like holes in a field. Although that person has a tongue, it is like the tongue of a frog, which unnecessarily creates a disturbance by croaking, inviting the snake of death. Similarly, a person who neither takes advantage of the dust of the lotus feet of the great devotee, nor smells the tulsi leaves offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, must be considered dead even though he is supposedly working. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.1.4 states, Nivrita Tarshire Upagiyamanad Bhuvo Shadach Chotra Mano Virama Ka Uttama Shloka Gananu Vadat Puman Brijayeta Vina Pashugnat. One who is an animal killer or the killer of the soul will not care to hear glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such glorification is enjoyed by persons liberated from the contamination of this material world. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 3.25.56 says, Na tirtha pada sevayai jivan api mrito hisa. Although a person is apparently living, if he does not serve the lotus feet of the great devotees, he is to be considered a dead body. Śrī Caitanya Nityananda Acharya Dvaita Chandra Swarup Rupa Raghunatha Dasa Tansabara Śrī Charana Shire Bandi Nijadana Janma Lila Gaila Krishna Das. Taking on my head as my own property the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya Advaita Chandra, Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami, I, Krishna Das Kaviraj, have thus described the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, Nityananda, Advaita Prabhu, Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami, and Raghunath, and their followers are all accepted by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Anyone who follows in the footsteps of Kaviraj Goswami also accepts the lotus feet of the above-mentioned lords as his personal property. For a materialistic person, material wealth and opulence are only illusory. Actually, they are not possessions, but entanglements because of enjoying the material world. By enjoying the material world, a conditioned soul becomes more and more entangled in its incurring debts for its present enjoyment. Unfortunately, a conditioned soul considers property for which he is in debt to be his own, and he is very busy acquiring such property. But a devotee considers such property not real property, but simply an entanglement in the material world. If Lord Krishna is very pleased with the devotee, he takes away his material property, as he states in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.88.8, Yasyaham nigrinami karishe taddanam shanai. To show special favor to the devotee, I take away all his material property. Similarly, Raritamrta says, Dana Mora Nityananda Radha Krishna Śrī Charana Se Mora Pranadana. My real riches are Nityananda Prabhu and his lotus feet of Śrī Radha and Krishna. He further prays, O Lord, kindly give me this opulence. I do not want anything but your lotus feet as my property. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has sung in many places that his real property is the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Unfortunately, we are interested in unreal property and are neglecting our real property. Adare yutana yatana kari dana teya ginu. Sometimes smartas consider Raghunath Das Goswami as Shudra, but Krishnadas Kaviraj here especially mentions Swarup Rupa Raghunath Das. Therefore, one who considers the lotus feet of Raghunath Das to be transcendental to all divisions of the caste system enjoys the riches of actual spiritual bliss. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Śrī Caitanya Caritamrta, Adi Leela, 13th chapter, describing the advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai. So we're stopping there. Tomorrow I'm supposed to give a Bhagavad Gita class at the temple, so I won't be doing this reading. Thank you all for listening. Krishnadas Kaviraj also thanks you. He thanks the readers of Chaitanya Charitamrta. All glories to the assembled devotees. Chaitanya Charitamrta ki jai.